continuation and some more basics regarding servers. So publishing data on the internet, you will see most of the things what we have discussed in the yesterday's class here also. Okay, so this is nothing but a database server. Okay, just assume that this is the internet through our request and response will pass. So before server, there is a small technology called applet. Okay, applet is a program that runs within the browser. Okay, whereas servlet is a program which runs within the server, means web server. Web server is nothing but a server which can accept client requests and respond with appropriate message. Okay, that message can be a HTML page, a PDF document, an Excel sheet. Okay, you will see some more types. We can say those as MIME types. Okay, MIME types. Okay, servlets are loaded and executed by web server in the same manner that applets are loaded and executed by the web browser. So today we will see a PPT presentation. Tomorrow onwards we will start coding. Okay. Why this PPT means you have to know some basics. Okay. So whenever we start directly programming, you may not understand what is what. Okay. That's why this PPT. This is a client. This is nothing but a web browser. This is a web server. This is a servlet container. Then this is servlet. Okay. So this is nothing but server. Okay, all this is server. Okay, a part of server. See, inside this web server, again it is a system. Okay, you need not to think like it is different. Okay, server is no more different when compared to a system. Okay, what differs is the capability, the processing speed and instructions execution per second will differ. Okay, so that is the main difference between normal system and the web server. Okay, and lot more additional functionalities also there. So a web server contains small application. See, మనం రాష్ట్ర జావా కోడ్, హెచ్టిఎంఎల్ కోడ్, డేటాబేస్ రిలేటెడ్ కోడ్ ఇదంతా సింగిల్ యూనిట్ లాగా చేసి మనం ఒక అప్లికేషన్ అంటాం. ఓకే, నథింగ్ బట్ ఎ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్. ఓకే, సో ఈ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ ని మనం తీసుకెళ్ళి వెబ్ సర్వర్ మీద రన్ చేస్తే సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ రన్ ద application. Okay, just like our main put it accordingly, right? But main method is main method will be called only once, right? You can also call the main method, but we will not call the main method again and again. Okay, so main method will be called and executed once and a JVM will be closed. Okay, but this is not the case with the web application. Okay, web application will be available to the client 24/7, right? So in order to make that available 24/7, we will run that program continuously. Okay, who will execute that program means web server or application server. Okay, web server has the capability to run the web application which is designed either by Java technology or PHP technology or Microsoft or Python. Okay, so those have the capability to run the web applications. Once you deploy your application into the web server, then web server will start executing your program. Okay, and that program will be used to run continuously. Okay, whenever a client requests this server for some resource, then that can be a HTTP request. Hope you understand what is HTTP. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a type of request used to communicate to an which provides communication between client and server. Okay. Then client will send the HTTP request to the web server, and web server will again check for appropriate application. Okay, appropriate application. So let us see Google have lot of Google is having lot of apps, right? Here you may see docs, sheets, slides, calendar, meet, sites, contacts, groups, chat, and some other, right? If you see here, what is this application? What is this application? This is nothing but calendar, right? Whenever I switch to Drive, you see the main name of the URL is change it to Drive. Okay. Whenever I change this to some other application, slides. So it is changed to docs. Okay. Again, everyone is a different application. So ఇక్కడ మనకు తెలియాల్సింది ఏంటంటే again it is a simple all these are sample means different applications, okay, which will be run on a server, okay, nothing but a Google server. Whenever you request a docs.google.com/presentation, what it will do, it will search for docs. Inside these docs it will search for presentation. Again these are URLs. ఇది ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే just let me open the Paint. It is nothing but uniform resource locator, right? Inside the web server, you may have lot of applications which are currently being executed. So how to identify a particular resource, that is matter, right? Consider this is a street, okay, IND1, IND2, IND3, IND4, IND4. This is the main address, okay. Consider this is as a street. This as a street. Okay. Later we may have different, again different layout, roads like this is L1. Inside this L1 we may have some more, okay. And this is L2. Maybe this example is not appropriate, just adjust. Okay, so if you want to find out L2, how can you go? First you will identify whether it is underlying, which is lying under which street. Okay, first it is currently in IND1 / then L1. Okay, then L2. See, this is nothing but URL. Okay, ఇప్పుడు మన ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అప్లికేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ చెప్పాలంటే I have a library application. How many modules are there? అంటే different types of functionalities. We can assume that book related functionality, okay, uh, faculty related functionality, student related functionality, admin related functionality. You can consider these kind of different you can say different sections or different things which happen inside library application. Means monitoring of books, okay, issuing and taking books from faculty, and a library works related to students, library works related to admin, right? Under this admin, all the admins will do uh, some admin tasks, okay, performs admin tasks, okay. Under student, what they will do? Issuing books, return books, paying fees or fine for late submission, okay. Under faculty, they are also having some functionality. They are also they will also take books, okay, take return, paying fine for late submission, okay, like this. Under this, you may have new books, old books which are needs to uh, redesign or means some books may be damaged, right? Might be damaged, so you need to do some things to make it better, right? So that is a related functionalities which lies under book module. You can say this as module, okay. Book module, faculty module, student module, admin module. Under admin, all the administration functionalities will happen, okay. See, now consider APSSDC. You will understand very easily. Okay, it is. It looks simple, but it's very complex. APSSDC. Under this, you may see ESCs, engineering. Okay, and YTC. Okay, youth tribal centers. ESC means employability skill centers, which are established in a degree colleges. Okay, engineering workshops will be conducted at engineering colleges. I hope most of you know these are available in mostly all the colleges, in reputed colleges mainly. Okay, so ESCs means degree colleges. Inside degree colleges, you may see online trainings. You may see online trainings. You may see offline trainings. You may see placement related functionalities, means off campus, on campus, drives, skill connects. There is some small difference between skill connects, campus drives, off campus, on campus. Okay, next, skill competition. See, inside this ESC, you may see student module. Okay, student module. What you will see inside student module? You may see registration of student, login, logout. What a student logged in? you have to make it, you have to make home page. Okay, you need to show profile, right? You need to show available courses to apply, right? Like this. This thing will happen even in engineering also. Okay, engineering also. Okay, see, all these are at the end, all these are HTML pages. Okay, for registration you need to have some HTML page. For login you need to have a page, logout, home page, profile, available, means applying for courses. Okay, these are end pages. What if a student wants to register? What a URL looks like? apssdc.in. This is main server. Inside that you may see student registration. See, it looks like this. Let's check in the Google for the same thing. See, APSSDC. See, apssdc.in/home. This is the main home for all the people. Okay, irrespective of whether he is engineering student or degree student or unemployed, whoever it is. Okay. See, after this main page, if you log in, you will get your profile. Okay. Otherwise, you have to register. For registration, also you need to select whether you are a candidate, college, employer, school. Okay. See here, other modules are also there. Okay. Student, college, employer, school. Okay, all are different, right? All are different. If you register as a candidate, you may see different pages. If you register as a college, you may see different functionality. As a employer, you may see different functionality, right? So it depends upon this URL, that particular resource will be called. Okay, that is what I am trying to say regarding URL. Any doubts regarding this? What is a URL? So this is nothing but URL. Whenever you say this is the main URL, means you can say it as a main application name. Okay, application name, module name, and you will see a particular page. Okay, you can see many references like this. Okay, let me open this. See, this is Java Teapot. Okay, this is the content where we are researching. Okay, if you check for this page, you will see the source code. Okay, see at the end this is a HTML page, but you are not able to see dot HTML here. Okay, we can hide the extensions here. In Java you can hide this extension. Means attacker may not know whether you are using HTML technology or JSP technology. Okay, he will confuse. Uh, this is one server. Okay, this is regarding one server. Sir, how many applications a server can? And server can host many applications. Okay, let's have, how many of you aware of AWS, Amazon Web Services, which is a cloud provider, right? How many of you know where our APSS DC site resides in? Our APSS DC site resides in Amazon Web Services, not Web Services, Amazon Cloud. Okay, means we are hosting our application in the cloud technology, right? Only our application is there, or any other applications are also there. Lot of applications are there because Amazon is providing a lot of services to host different kind of applications. Okay, even I cannot say exactly. Maybe Netflix also use Amazon services. Okay, again Netflix is an application, right? Okay, why should we go for Netflix? Let us use Amazon Prime streaming app, right? Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime, which is a streaming app which can provide lot of videos and lot of various contents from various languages, right? So where these videos are available, these resources are available in the cloud. Okay, on demand we are getting the data. Again, there is an application. Okay, there is an application which runs the main application. Okay, so in turn this application server will contact to a particular database and will get the data back to the return back to the client. Okay, similarly you may see different kinds of applications. Even you can run multiple applications on same server if that is capable. Okay, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పండి, Amazon Prime slash employer, is it available inside this Amazon Prime? This is okay. It will search for what in the Amazon. When a client requests for this, the request will be sent to the server. Sent to the server as Amazon Prime slash employer log. First, it will search from which application it belongs to. Okay. And ఏ అప్లికేషన్ సంబంధించింది ఎలా తెలుస్తుందంటే ఫస్ట్ అమెజాన్ ప్రైమ్. ఓకే, దెన్ the request is forwarded to this. Okay, later it will search for slash employer log. Okay, inside this it will check all the available resources. Okay, lot of pages. If it is available you will get the response back, means appropriate response. Okay, if it is not available you will get error page. Okay, how to search for employer login, whether to search in Amazon Prime application or APSSDC application. It depends upon this. This is the main URL, right? So based on this the search will start. Okay, if an employer login page is also available inside Amazon Prime, there is no problem. But if it is not available, then there is a problem. Okay, so for that it will search for the application inside this server. It finds this Amazon Prime application, then it will forward this request to this application, and only this application can respond to this request with the appropriate data. Okay, again here also you need to have JVM. Okay, here also you need to have JVM. What is JVM? A virtual machine, nothing but interpreter which execute the Java program. though application server can able to run the program, but still it needs JVM support. Okay, application server or web server know how to run the application, but not how to execute the application. Okay, who knows how to execute the Java application? Interpreter knows. Okay. What you can build with the servlets? You can build search engines, e-commerce application, uh, like Flipkart, Amazon, okay, you got Jabong. Those kind of applications you can develop by using e-commerce. Okay, shopping carts, product catalogs, personalization systems, intranet application. Do you know the meaning of intranet application? Every bank is maintaining some software, right? So that software is only available to them. Okay, no one can interact with their applications without any permissions. Okay, so group your applications, file sharing, these kind of applications you can develop by using servlets. Okay, even big Hadoop technology is there, right? It is developed by using Java. Even Android is designed based on Java. Okay, how servlets process the request? Read any data sent it by the server. Okay, server captures the data and it will hand over the request to the particular application. Okay, look up any HTTP information, determine the browser version, host name of the client, cookies, generate the results, connect it to database if required. Okay, connect it to legacy application. Legacy means old kind of applications still uh, we are using. Okay, though it is legacy, but still we are using it. Generate HTML on the fly. See, we are simply sending the request, right? Just like a registration form. Okay, server understand he is asking for registration form. Okay, let us provide registration form. In which format you will provide the registration form is matter. Will you provide in PDF format, in Excel format, or in document format, or in text format? In which format you will provide? Most appropriate is HTML. Okay, you can provide some text boxes, some buttons to fill the data. Okay, by showing this as response to the client, then the client will enter the information accordingly. మీరు రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ కి గూగుల్ ఫామ్స్ ఎలా అయితే ఫిల్ చేశారో, just like user will enter all the data into the respective text boxes. Finally he will submit the button. Okay, then again one more request will be generated and it will be transferred to the server. Okay, now along with the request we are passing some data which is somehow important and needs some security, right? Username, password, email id, contact number. Okay, this kind of data is also available. Do you remember get method and post method which we discussed yesterday? Get method, if you use get method, all the text data will be sent through the URL. Okay, through the URL, but it doesn't provide any security. Okay, in between the server and the client, intruder may try to hack the data or able to see the data. Okay, in order to avoid that, you may use post request. Okay, post request, the data will pass to the through the headers. Okay, inside the header the data will be available and those data will be forwarded. So intruder or attacker may not see your data. See here, tell the browser the type of document being written or set. Any cookie. Okay, What is meant by type of document here? Whether it is a HTML or image or PDF or Excel. Okay, that is the type of document being written. You may return HTML document or Excel, PDF, okay, or image, whatever you means depends upon the application. If you want to generate a report, what kind of document you will prefer? Mostly either PDF or Excel sheet. Okay, you cannot display the reports by using text format, right? Send the document back to the client. Next, Servlet is nothing but a program, okay? But where it starts, who will start the servlet? Means all the servlets will run inside the container, okay? Which is nothing but servlet container, okay? Servlet container will take care of servlets, okay? Whenever you start the web application, web server, okay, web server will instantiate the servlet. Simple గా చెప్పాలంటే servlet is nothing but a small Java program, but it is different than we seen earlier. Okay, so there is some phases for servlets, nothing but life cycle. Okay, first we need to create the servlet, then we need to initialize the servlet, then we need to do some service by using that servlet, and then we will destroy the servlet. Why should you create? Because in order to accept the request, first there must be a servlet. Okay, you need a servlet to accept the request. For that, server will create the servlet. Okay, you will not create any servlet here. Okay, internally application server will create the servlet, web application. Okay, web server, you can say web server can create the request, not request, servlet. Okay, then by default it initializes the servlet. You can also initialize with the default values. Meer initialize anagane you may think of constructor. Okay, it is similar to constructor. Okay, if you want to initialize some extra data at the time of creation, you can initialize the servlet. Means you are providing some more information to the servlets. Okay, next is service. Service means what to do when you call a particular servlet. ఒక పర్టికులర్ సర్వ్లెట్ని కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి అనే దాన్ని మనం సర్వీస్ అనొచ్చు అనే కాన్సెప్ట్లో రాస్తాం. సి ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ మెథడ్స్. ఓకే, ఇనిట్ ఈజ్ ఎ మెథడ్, సర్వీస్ ఈజ్ ఎ మెథడ్, destroy is a method. Okay, you will see init method, service method, destroy method. Mostly we will not do destroy, destruction. Internally it will happen. Okay, ఇక్కడ మనం యూజ్ చేసే మెథడ్ ఏంటి అంటే ఓన్లీ సర్వీస్. Okay, we will do only service. Creation, initialization and destruction will be taken care of servlet container. Okay, now when a request is created, what will happen? Not loaded, load create init service means already loaded service. Means before the request only server will initiate the servlet. It will create the servlet, initialize the servlet before the request has been kept. Okay, request రాకముందే ఆటోమేటిక్గా క్రియేట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. We can make the servlet like that. Okay, మనం రెడీగా చేయొచ్చు. అంటే రిక్వెస్ట్ రాకముందే కూడా we can create the servlets, or else after request we can create the servlet. This is nothing but lazy loading అని అంటాం. ఓకే, lazy loading means రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎప్పుడైతే వస్తుందో then only servlet will be instantiated. Okay, how to program servlets? Servlets relies on classes defined in Java x.servlet and Java x.servlet.http. These are nothing but packages. Okay, Java X packages. The two packages are standard extensions of Java API. API stands for Application Program Interface. See, entire servlets and JSPs is available inside these packages. Okay, Java X packages. Okay, so these are not concrete classes. Okay, I hope you know what is the difference between concrete and non-concrete classes. Okay, so you cannot directly work with these servlets. Okay, because there is nothing to work with or nothing to use. Okay, those are all simply specifications. What is meant by specification? Specification is nothing but interfaces and abstract classes. Okay, what specification will do? What to do అని మాత్రమే చెప్తుంది స్పెసిఫికేషన్. ఓకే, ఎలా చేయాలి ఇలా చేయాలని మాత్రం చెప్పదు. బికాస్ every application may require each application may require different kind of functionality. Okay, what Java people do is they provide some basic information, uh, what to do, not how to do. Okay, those specifications are available in Java X.servlets and Java X.servlets.http. Okay, a user servlet implements the servlet interface. See here, this is the servlet is an interface. You need to implement the servlet. Okay, you may see different number of interfaces in servlets concept. Okay, which provides the basic structure method for servlets such as initializing, service and destruction methods. Okay, the method for accessing, context and configuration. Okay, servlet interface ఏం ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది మీకు? Initialization, service, destruction. We will see with the example. Okay, so these are the methods: do get, do post, do put, do delete, do trace, do options. Okay, methods, these are methods. Get and post, request types. Okay, let us see servlets methods. See lifecycle methods. Init method, which is used to initialize the servlet. Okay, at the time of initialization we may need to do some extra operations. Okay, that can be done in the init method. Okay, next, service method. Actually మనం వర్క్ చేసే మెథడ్ ఏంటి అంటే సర్వీస్ మెథడ్. ఇన్సైడ్ దిస్ సర్వీస్ మెథడ్ యూ విల్ డూ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్. ఓకే, you may not work with init method or destroy method. Okay, Next, inside this service, we will call do get and do post. Okay. Whenever a get request is requested, then get method will be called. Okay, get method will be called. When you request post method, do post method will be called. Okay, what is the difference? You understand already what is the difference here. Okay, here data will be transferred through URL. Okay, which is nothing but parameters. మనం పాస్ చేసే మనం ఫామ్ లో ఫిల్ చేస్తాం కదా డేటా, we can call this data as parameters. Okay, those parameters will be transferred through URL when you requested get method. Okay, when you work with post method, the data will be available in the header. Okay, so that here you may expect some security. Okay, destroy method you may not call this all the times. Okay, internally Java will take care of this destroy method. Okay. This is the life cycle. Whenever you start the application, first servlet will be created and it will be initialized, then it will be serviced and it will be destroyed. Okay, for each service all these operations will be performed. Okay, uh, here multi-threading will happen. You may see multi-threading. Multi-threading అంటే thousands of clients may request the server at the same time, right? Then you need to handle all the 1,000 requests. How can you handle all the 1,000 requests? Okay, so that Java will do some threading concept. Threading means separating the main object into multiple objects. Okay, ఎలా చెప్పొచ్చు అంటే you can say it as divide and conquer. Okay, divide the main problem into sub problems. Okay, and find the solutions for each and every sub problem. Later చిన్న చిన్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్నిటికీ సొల్యూషన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసిన తర్వాత లెట్స్ మిక్స్ అప్ దెమ్ ఇంటూ ఏ బిగ్ సొల్యూషన్. ఓకే, దెన్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫైనల్ సొల్యూషన్. ఇక్కడ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటంటే వీఆర్ క్రియేటింగ్ మల్టిపుల్ సర్వ్లెట్స్. ఓకే, ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే మల్టిపుల్ థ్రెడ్స్ విచ్ యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఏ సర్వ్లెట్. ఓకే, so each thread will take care of each request. Okay, so that it can handle multiple threads, multiple requests at the same time. Okay, here you may not see multiple servlets, but you may see multiple threads. This is the concept of multi-threading. Okay, again you can see this is a virtual machine. What is meant by virtuality? Actually there is no multiple objects will be there. Okay, only assumption. How can you make assumption? You see, internally by using some technology they will create some virtual objects. Okay, which acts like a real objects. Okay, so that they will handle all the requests. Okay, but still all the threads will share the same resource. Okay, anybody needs some notes kind of thing? Do you require any notes like? Okay, you don't need a. At the end, just remember me, I want to give you some task. Okay, which is recently asked by the Infosys. I'm providing the notes from the internet, but still the concept is same. Okay, I'm giving these notes just for your reference. Okay. If you have any questions, meanwhile, you can ask. See, just by listening the classes, you may not understand the concept. You need to do some practice. I will show you the setup, how to start coding. You already seen that, right? In order to work with the databases, we need to have the jar file, which is nothing but a MySQL jar. Okay. So that in order to work with the servlets, you need to download some jars, which is nothing but actual implementation of servlets. Okay. See, Java people doesn't provide any implementations for servlets. Some people will provide the implementations. Okay. Who are those? You can say web servers. Uh, let's see who is implementing. Actually, web servers are implementing I will tell you. Apache Tomcat. Yes, of course, servers will provide security. Apache Tomcat, JBoss server, WebLogic. I will show you in the Eclipse even. Apache Tomcat web server, JBoss, WebLogic. These are from different vendors. Okay. Who is actually implementing servlets. So మనం ముందుగానే చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, servlets is a technology and it's a set of interfaces. Who is implementing those interfaces means Apache Tomcat, JBoss, WebLogic, and some more are there. Actually, these people are providing implementation. Okay. So in order to develop the web application, first you need to have this server. Okay. So in these sessions, we are going to work with Apache Tomcat. So Apache Tomcat. See, this is the official site of Apache Tomcat. Okay, this is open source. Okay, you can freely download Apache Tomcat. Need not to buy. Okay, currently version you may take 7, 8, 9, or even 11.4. Okay, here you can go. You can take. See here, you can download 64-bit zip file. If your system is 32-bit, you can go for 32. If your system is 64, you can go for 62. Or even you can go for installer. Okay. Uh, it will download all the files. Or else, I will show you another way to download servers or Apache. Okay, let us see 64-bit. Click on this. So it is downloaded. See here. It is around 15 MB, not more than 15 MB. It is available in zip format. Okay, you need to unzip it. Okay. Yeah, you can download 10 also, but see here, it is not fully implemented. It's in testing mode. Okay. Alpha version, beta version are also available, so better to take standard version. Okay. You may face lot of problems while working with Tomcat. Okay, you will see a lot of issues. I also see various issues while working with the Tomcat. Okay, Tomcat server failed. Okay. So choose a folder where you want to not install, download just. Mostly I will always have. Okay, inside the downloads, unzipping. Okay. See here Apache. See, this is the these are the various files available in Tomcat 9. Okay, see here binary files. Here you will see startup. You need not to know about this. If you observe this, you will see Servlet API and JSP API. Okay, which are the important. Okay, this is the proof that Apache Tomcat is implementing servlets and JSPs. Okay. So next, come here. Let's see how to create our start. Click on new. Previously, మనం create చేసింది just a Java project కదా. Project simple Java project. Now, it is not a simple project. It is a dynamic web application. Okay. See here, previously we are creating this kind of projects, Java projects. It is standalone project. Okay. No database is required, no, maybe required. No HTML is required. But currently we are working with uh, dynamic web applications. So click on project and then click on web. Under this you may see a dynamic web project. Okay, so click on dynamic web project and click on next. Okay, create a standalone dynamic web project or add it to your new existing enterprise. See here, enterprise application. Next, give the project name. I'm giving project 3. Project 3. Okay, so see, target runtime. Let me see Apache 9. Okay, runtime means who is running the actual application, means server. Okay, or else you can choose different types of servers. Now you will see various servers which are implementing servers interfaces or API. See Apache, these are the versions: Apache 3, 4, 4.1, 5, 5, 5, 6, 0, 9. Okay, next you may see JDW, all these are servers. Cloud Foundry, this is a server. IBM, WebSphere, okay, IBM WebSphere, Oracle, Joans, Oracle WebLogic server, Red Hat server, JBoss, OpenShift server, JBoss, Resin. These are all what? Runtimes. See here, select the type of runtime environment. Currently, we are having what? Apache Tomcat 9. So, we are going to work with Apache Tomcat 9 and select this. Okay. That can select చేసే సరిపోదు. First, you need to download it and make it available to your project. Okay. See here, Apache Tomcat version 9 supports J2EE 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 web modules. Again, servlet is a technology, right? Day to day, it is also being implementing, and new concepts will be introduced day by day based on the needs. Okay, just click on next. See here, now you need to provide where your Tomcat resides. Okay, so it is already find our Apache Tomcat. See program files Apache Software Foundation / Apache Tomcat 9. Okay, లేదు I have మీ దగ్గర చాలా వర్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే you can take multiple versions, right? No need to bother about this. You may work with Tomcat 8, Tomcat 9, or Tomcat 7 even. Okay, so that depends upon your interest. You can browse. Okay, so currently I'm taking this. So now JRE. What is JRE? Java Runtime Environment. See, Apache is used to develop web application, used to run the web application. Okay, what is JRE requirement? It is used to run the Java code, right? At the end of the day, Java code run చేసేది ఎవరు అంటే JRE. So you may see JRE 1.8. Okay, or else you can prefer other one. Click on finish. Or else you can choose it later also. Okay. This is dynamic web module version 4. Okay. Click on next. Now see, this is the source folder. Source means where we write the actual code. Okay. Or else previous గా మనం ఏం చేసాం, లాస్ట్ డేటాబేస్ అప్లికేషన్ డిజైన్ చేసేటప్పుడు we created multiple folders, right? For student, for faculty, like, so we can also create additional folders here. Okay, we will see it later. Just click on next. See here, there is a checkbox, right? Generate web.xml deployment descriptor. Okay, enable this. Okay, just enable this and click on finish. Java's one of the main feature is security. Okay. Okay, so our project is created. See the structure. You need not worry about this deployment descriptor, JAX web services, Java resources, build web content. Okay, but you need to know the structure of web application means web application folder structure. Okay, up to this clear, everyone? Okay, so this is for today's class. If you have any questions, let me know, and we will see this continuation in tomorrow's class. Okay, mostly we will start coding by discussing some more basics, and we will start coding tomorrow. Any questions? So ఈరోజు మన డిస్కస్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే హౌ హెచ్టిటిపి రిక్వెస్ట్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్స్ విల్ బి సెండ్ టు ద వెబ్ సర్వర్, హౌ సర్వర్ విల్ రెస్పాండ్ టు ద క్లయింట్, ఏ ఫార్మాట్లో డేటాని సెండ్ చేస్తుంది, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హెచ్టిఎంఎల్ ఆర్ పీడిఎఫ్ ఆర్ టెక్స్ట్ ఆర్ some other format. Okay. What kind of error you are having, Sai Lokesh? And what is get and what is post method? Uh, Methods of lifecycle methods of servlets. Okay, today we didn't discuss much more. Okay, just simple things we discussed. From tomorrow onwards we will see how to create a servlet. Okay. Okay, I have a question for you. In the drive I am posting the question. 404 means file not form. Okay, 404 means file not form, means the URL path is not available. So here I provided the question. I hope all of you have the link, uh, having link of this drive, right? So let me share this. Copy. This is the question which is asked by the Infosys. Okay. So one of my student asked this question. So this is not that much visible to you, but try to get this. Okay. So open this. And see the question. I will explain the question in a simple manner. Okay. So consider an input string. Okay, input string ni consider cheyandi. This is regarding Python. Okay, but you can also do in Java. So consider input string. This is the string. This string contains name and this is the ID. Okay, what you need to do is here are some logics. Okay, so uh, if it is possible, note down the conditions. Okay, you have to provide an input string. The input string contain name and ID. Okay, as a single string. Okay, string must be greater than 6 digits. Okay, string must be greater than 6 digits. If the first and last character of the employee name is same, ante first character last character name lo same ga unte, then you need to print the output as number length of the name. So first condition, first and last name first and last character in name is same. Then print the length of the name in string format. If you are interested, you can take, or else you can leave the session. No problem. Okay, in string format, allowed in string format like this. Okay, this is the first condition. Second condition is if sum of all the digits of the employee is even, then the output string must be append with the sum followed by e. Okay, sum of numbers in id is even. Even అవుతే ఏం చేయాలి? You need to find the sum and then you need to append what? Capital E. Okay, second question, second law, logic or condition. Along with this, you need to print the sum. Okay, again this must be in the format of string. Okay, next. If the last two digits of the employee id in the input string are same, then the output string would be appended with the last digit of the employee id. Okay, employee id lo last two digits same ga unte em cheyali? You need to append the last digit to the output. If last two digits of id is same, append last digit to the output. ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే 7 is the length, right? 46 is the sum. E because some of the numbers are even, some of the number is even, and then you need to append 9 because you need to print the output in the string format. Okay, if last two digits are same, right, here 7. This is the question. So you need to append this last digit here. This is the third condition. Next, the fourth condition. If small a is appearing more than once, okay, name lo small a more than once appear out, what you need to do? You need to append that a at the last. Only lowercase, not uppercase. Append it to output. So the answer looks like 7, 46, E, 9, small a. Okay. If the first letter of the employee name is capital A and the last digit of the employee is 9, then you need to add A9. Okay. If the first letter of the name is capital A and last digit of ID is 9, then output looks 746 capital E 9 A and then A9. Okay. If all the above conditions are not true, then you need to print the output as what? Capital X. This is the conditions. These are the conditions. Okay. See, these are the conditions I already posted. If you are interested in solving this problem, you can solve. Okay. This is input string. Okay. These are the conditions. Okay, this is for today's class. We will see the continuation in tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you.